So this shape is called a triangular prism. And the reason it's called a triangular prism is because the base of this shape, the bases, because there's two of them, are triangles. So there's one right here, and of course there's one at the back as well. So the way that you know what the bases are, oops, that's a terrible line. The way that you know what the bases are of a shape is based on what type of prism it is. A rectangular prism, the bases are rectangles. A triangular prism, the bases are triangles. If we had a octagonal prism, for example, the bases would be octagons. So a triangular prism means the bases are triangles. Why is that a big deal? Because part of our surface area formula involves knowing what the bases are. It's double the base plus the lateral surface area. And the lateral surface area formula is the perimeter of the base times the height. So we need to know the area of the base, the perimeter of the base, and the height. Now, the trickiest part of these triangular prisms is actually the height right here. And the reason that is the trickiest part is because in order to find the area of a triangle, you need to know the height of a triangle. If you forgot, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And I'm using the little b here instead of the big B because big B means the area of the base. Little b just means literally how long is the base. So 1/2 base times height is how you find the area of a triangle, the height of the triangle. This h, on the other hand, means the height of the prism. So this right here is the h for our prism. 6 is how high the prism is because it's the distance between the two bases. Distance between bases. The other h, which I'm now realizing perhaps I should have done that in a different color. Let's do 1/2 BH. This right here, this is the H for our triangle, area of a triangle. Should I have erased that instead of just writing over it? Almost certainly. 1/2 base times height for the triangle. That H means the height of the triangle, not the height of the prism. And the height of the prism means how far apart are the bases. And in a triangular prism, the bases are the triangles. So the H means how far apart are the triangles. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to do here. Let's start off with finding big B. Big B means the area of the base, and the base is a triangle. So it's 1/2 base times height. 1/2 base times height. Again, big B versus little b. Big B means the area of the base. Little b means how long is the base. So this 8 right here is going to be the little b, and the h is going to be the height. So this is going to be 1/2 times 8 times 3. So 8 times 3 is 24, and half of that is 12. So big B equals 12. Great. Okay, one down, two to go. The other two things we need to know are the perimeter of the base and the height. I'm going to go ahead and do the height right now just because that's pretty easy. We know the height is 6. We already marked it. Height is 6. Great. Now let's find perimeter, the perimeter of the base. Okay, and let's switch to, let's do yellow for the perimeter. So the perimeter of the base means what's the perimeter of the triangle? So that's going to be this side plus this side plus this side, those three sides together. So we've got one side is 5, one side is 8, and then what is this third side going to be? Well, it's also 5. How do I know? Because it's the same length as this side back here, which is 5. So the perimeter is going to be 5 plus 5 plus 8. And 5 plus 5 is 10. and 10 plus 8 is 18. So I now know B, H, and P. So I'm ready to use my surface area of a prism formula. 2 times big B plus P, which was 18, times H, which is 6. Now we just got to do a little bit of arithmetic here. 2 times 12 is 24. 18 times 6, well, that's 10 times 6, plus 8 times 6, which is 108, for a grand total of 132. The units that we were measuring in were all inches, and because this is surface area, it is going to be square inches. So the surface area of this magnificent triangular prism is 132 square inches. The formula for prisms, surface area prisms, is exactly the same no matter what shape the base is in. So the formula we used for the shape of a rectangular prism is the same as we used when the base was in the shape of a triangular prism. So we just have to learn one formula, which is double the area of the base plus the lateral surface area, or 2b plus ph. That one formula works for every triangular prism, rectangular prism, whatever. Any prism, that formula will work. It's just a question of, do we know how to find the area of whatever shape the base is in? Rectangle is length times width. Triangle is 1/2 base times height. As long as we know those formulas, everything else is just a matter of plugging in the numbers.